Already listen up. I need to make this emergency video. Now this might come as a surprise to some of you, but this video has nothing to do with the overall market dumping 1.5%, the tech sector plummeting 2.5%, or the fact that crypto, aka Bitcoin, is getting its balls kicked in, dropping 4%. Yeah, that's all reasonable stuff to talk about, especially with the completely messy unemployment report that we got this morning and its implications on the upcoming FOMC meeting and how overall just things are not looking good. Yes, that's all reasonable stuff to talk about, and I would like to make a video about it, but there's something more pressing. The fact that once again, retail traders are about to get absolutely fleeced. Now, very quickly, before you get all mad at me and argue with me in my comments, please just watch the video. Pay attention to all the data that I have to present to you, a little bit of logic, and understand that I don't want you to lose money. In fact, the reason I'm making this video is ideally so at least one of you watching doesn't lose money. We are in the middle of another pump and dump, and none of this should be construed as me coming after you and your positions. I don't want you to lose money, but there's too many charlatans out there trying to say things are happening that aren't, and this is another dangerous situation. And in fact, it's one that we've already seen playing out over the past couple of years where there's a pump, people get in, then it dumps, they lose money, and then they blame it on the markets, when in reality, we know exactly what's happening. The TLDR here is the current upward movement in GameStop, ticker symbol GME, is nothing but a pump and dump. Now, if you're very quick, you can make money off of it. But if you overstay your welcome, you're most likely gonna get steamrolled. So how did this all happen? Well, at noon today, Friday, September 6th, Warren Kitty, aka Keith Gill, came out with this tweet where it's from Toy Story, basically, I'm done with this toy. And right away, people are thinking, oh, that means he's done with Chewy, and the market misconstrued that to mean that he's bullish on GameStop. And pay attention to the time, because this is going to be very important to why I think this whole thing is an orchestrated pump and dump. Please remember, exactly at noon, GameStop shot up. Makes sense. People are thinking, oh, he's back into GameStop. Also, Chewy, oh, I'm done with that toy. That's exactly why Chewy dropped. Obviously, now at the time that I'm recording it, it recovered because people are thinking, what does that have to do with the stock anyway? And as you can see, GameStop actually coming down a little bit from its pump. And also, just so you know, AMC went up at that point as well, just because it's going to be traded as a basket. So anyway, we get that it pumped up at noon because the retail trading group is once again excited that, oh, Roaring Kitty's back. Keith, our boy, he's here. We're going to go again. And I'm telling you that this is a straight up pump and dump. Why do I know that? Because we have the data from the options market. Shout out to Spot Gamma. There's no better place to get your data options, but right here at 11:42, where my cursor is, right here, 11:42, someone bought exactly 10,000 call options for September 13th with a strike price of $22.50. That happened 18 minutes beforehand. We saw it at 11:42 right in here, about 15 minutes before the tweet came out. Then guess what happened after the tweet? Not long after, at 12:20, 20 minutes later, someone sold 5,000 of guess what? The September 13th call options with a strike price of $22.50. And guess where another 5,000 got sold a couple minutes later at 12:22. Folks, they were purchased here with 18 minutes before the tweet, and then right after, they were dumped right around here. It was a pump and dump. This is the literal definition of a pump and dump. Someone knew that it was gonna get tweeted, they played it, it got pumped, then they took their money and said, peace, see you later. It's a pump and dump. How many times do people have to see this? How many years does this have to be a thing where continually people are getting tricked and tricked and tricked? I'm sick of it. That's why I'm making this video, to show you in real time with proof, the data in front of everyone, that this is a pump and dump. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean here for you? If you're watching this, you're like, what do? I have a position. I hope you're up. I don't want anyone to lose money. If you are somehow magically up, ride the trend. I have no idea how long the trend's going to be intact, but this is for active traders. This is not an investment thing. AMC, not an investment. If you want to be an active trader and play the ranges and the volatility, all the best to you. Like I said, I hope you make money, but do not overstay your welcome. If whatever time frame you're interested in, if you're seeing higher highs and higher lows and you're long the equity, if you're long calls, great, have at it. I hope you make a bunch of money. But as soon as that changes, As soon as all of a sudden it breaks down, as soon as you go from being up green, good money, and then you're at break even, do some sort of realistic stop loss. Do some sort of trailing stop loss. Do something to protect yourself, because I've been watching this play out for years and years and years, and no one but the retail community is continually just getting steamrolled over and over and over again. So GameStop, it pumped because of Roaring Kitty. The previous times it's done this, it is very quickly dumped. Someone knew beforehand because they bought, they went long, they sold right after, they made money. They're already done with the play. They're out. They're going to enjoy their weekend. If you happen to be in this, I hope you're not, but if you are, please protect yourself. If you're not in it, avoid it, because this isn't some sort of fundamental update to the company. Do I know where this is going to go in the next coming days? No. So if you want to have at it, I wish you the best of luck. You're very much playing with fire, but as long as you're using some sort of protective stop, maybe you're going to get out with a couple shekels, and I very much hope you do. Obviously, Chewy, it got hit because they're thinking of the reversion from Roaring Kitty liking Chewy, now back to GameStop, but that already reverted, and AMC is just tagging along for the ride because we all know that their CEO, Adam Aron, is a grade A piece of shit. The company is going nowhere, and in fact, they're the people stymieing the company from stopping it from what it could actually be. So AMC, I think it could turn around, but first you have to clear house. So that's it for the video. Please be careful, and obviously also a shout out to Spot Gamma for providing us with such useful real-time options data.